Good morning, good morning, good morning. I can't open my arms too wide because I don't want the buttons to pop up. But ain't no buttons. I don't want it to pop up because it's just a tie. But good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. It's a new week. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a beautiful day outside. We got some sunshine, and I'm excited about that because I wanted to take some content pictures. How's everybody doing? How was your weekend? Let me check and see who was in the chat. Who's in the chat? Good morning, Linda. Linda was the first one this morning. Good morning. I am blessed, favored here, and accountable for all my actions. Come on, Miss Linda. Yes. Good morning, Betty Rose. I am blessed and highly favored. Yes, yes, and yes. I'm blessed and highly favored. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Michi. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Crystal. I'm blessed and hope you are too. Yes, indeed, I am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Patricia K. Beautiful risings. Good morning, Naomi. I'm awake, alive, and blessed. Yes. Good morning, Deltra. Delta said, good morning, ladies. I'm blessed. Good morning, Connie. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Monday. Good morning, cousin. Good morning. Good morning, Jasmine. Good morning, Chantel. Good morning, Charmaine. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You already know the drill. If you did not put I'm blessed in the chat yet, put I'm blessed in the chat because if you are here with me today, then you, of course, are blessed. So, put I'm blessed in the chat and welcome to Coffee with Nikki because we're about to get it popping today. So I want to know how your weekend was, but I also want to know, did you read the book? Because we had the Miracle Morning. We are reading the Miracle Morning. And I said read chapter 1 and we're going to discuss chapter 1, but I should have did maybe 1 to 3. But we'll leave it at chapter 1 for today and then we'll see how it goes. And I know a lot of us have read past that. I know I've already listened to the book in its entirety and 1.5 times. So just to check everybody's temperature and see how everybody, can keep up with the reading. Because I know sometimes if we have so many other things going on, it's kind of difficult, especially if you're reading the physical book, to try to get the chapters done in a timely manner. So just let me know where we at with that, and then I will add more chapters if necessary. But today we are only going to be focusing on chapter 1. So if you read the book, put ones in the chat if you read your chapter 1. One's in the chat if you read chapter 1. One's in the chat if you read chapter 1. Good morning, Miss Quell. Hey, Miss Quell. It's spring break. Good morning, Miss Quell. We missed you, girl. We miss you. Let's see. I am blessed and early favor. I'm standing on top of my grave. And that indeed is a blessing. I'm standing on top of my grave. I don't understand. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh my gosh. How did I completely blank? I got you, girl. I got you, Charmaine. I understand. Definitely any day above ground is a better day than the got you. Got you. My weekend was great. Yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday, Michi. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. A one time for the birthday. Hey, one time for the birthday. Hey, one time for the birthday. Today's my son's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'm on chapter 2. Love it. Good, good, good. Happy birthday, Michi. Everybody saying happy birthday to you. Okay, so everybody looks like they read. Yep, it's spring break. We are in spring break. We are on spring break here. Let's see. All right. Gotcha. All right, I'm going to finish listening today. So let's get into it. First of all, wait, before we get into it. Everybody's weekend. Did you have an amazing weekend? Did you have an event? Did you sell out? Like what happened this weekend? What went on? This weekend was pretty chill. This weekend I had a lot of back end stuff. I have a secret society that I'm doing in my on my Bubble Babes page, and I was loading everything up and taking care of all of that and just doing everything that I needed to do. I also was structuring a lot of stuff. So today this weekend was all about me getting things in order. And you guys, if you have not yet if you have not yet joined the Honor Society, I'm telling you, now is the time for you to join the Honor Society. I am going to be hosting a free class on Sunday. And if you love the whole auditing thing that we did on Friday, we are going to do that like on steroids. So we're going to audit, we're going to figure out just be in amongst each other and just try to make sure that you are getting the message out that you want to get out, and that you are targeting the people that you want to target. Also about your goals and things like that. We are going to be going over that on Sunday. So Sunday will be a free class if you are a part of the Honor Society. So if you have not yet joined the Honor Society, go to BubbleBabesUniversity.com. That's BABEZ University.com and join the Honor Society. And we are going to do a whole lot for content batch creating, just getting the messaging out, and just figuring out how to do it all so you can start getting yourself out there on social media. Yes, yes, and yes, y'all. So that is it. Let me check and see what you guys are saying in the chat. Happy birthday. My daughter's, oh yes, your daughter's birthday. Her name is Vision. I think that's cute. I seen you say Miss Vision. I didn't get to, but will contact you to figure out how to use Audible so I can catch up. Okay, got you. My weekend was good. Hey Trina, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy birthday, Michi. All my texts been going nuts. Uh-oh. Couldn't get into anything, couldn't post, couldn't create anything, had to reset my devices. Ooh. I hate when I have to reset devices because I forget my passwords. I hate when I have to do that. So I feel your pain. You saw what I had going on this weekend. Yes, yes. Organizing all those fragrance oils. Did y'all see Cousin's fragrance oils? If y'all not following her, she is Heartbeat Candle Co. Heartbeat Candles ATL. And she has so many fragrance oils that she was putting in alphabetical order. Whew. Spring cleaning like a mad woman. Yes, it is definitely time to clean and cleanse and clear the air. Let me tell you how good it feels when you are clean and cleansed. Okay. Past his anniversary. Oh, made a Bentley car cake. Oh, nice. You and these car cakes this season. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I had to work my 9 to 5. Got it. Tiffany, I clean, still tired. Getting things in order. It was a mess over here. I'm telling y'all right now, if your space is not clean, I'm telling you right now, make room, clear it out the way, because if this is going to be your big year, then you're going to have to make space for growth. And if you're not making space for growth, what are you doing? And you're making space for clutter, and everything's going to be stagnant. Start cleaning your area. Start cleansing out things that you don't need. Start getting rid of those things. Because it's no longer serving you. And it's time that this is the year that we are going to release, and every year you should, but whatever is no longer serving you, it is time to let that thing go. Whatever is not helping you, it is hindering you. So let it go. Right? Clean and clear your energy. You are making room for abundance. You are making room for growth. And you cannot have growth with clutter and hoarding, right? You've got to let things go. If you have a fragrance oil that you haven't used in 5 years, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let me check and see what you guys are saying. Getting things in order. It was a mess over here. Let me see. Amazing weekend. I had an event, had a lot of repeat customers. Look at you, Ms. Linda. Yes. And people knew me from Instagram. So then you must be doing a good job, Linda, on your Instagram. You must be communicating pretty well for them to come and say they know you from Instagram. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Vision Raven Cole. Oh, wow, that's a beautiful name. Such a beautiful name. Good morning, Miss Lois. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me see. I got calls about being a vendor, a big fest in my area. Oh, end of June, July. So excited. Nice. That's awesome. Waiting for other people to respond back about events. That is so awesome. So awesome. I'm so excited for you, Trina. It's going to be amazing. You're going to do it so well. so well, so well. Right. So what I wanted to say was, okay, so since we were talking about, cluttering and spring cleaning and getting things out the way, what I wanted to say is also be mindful about what you're saying to yourself. Be mindful about what you're allowing into your mind space and your heart space and your soul space. Be mindful about what you are allowing in your space. Sometimes you think that things may not be affecting you, but they really truly are. And so I want you to be very careful about what you allow to be in your space, to be in your energy. I had to learn to like let certain things go because we got to be happy, we got to be grateful for duality, right? Because without the madness and without the craziness, without the hate and all those other things, we wouldn't be able to see the other side of the coin, right? We wouldn't be able to see the brightness, the lightness, the joy, and the happiness and the abundance and all of that if we did not experience those moments of rock bottom, betrayal and things like that. But the thing that so you got to be grateful for those moments. But what I've noticed is as long as you harbor on it, it steals a piece of you every day. Right. And you don't want it to steal a piece of you every day. I want to live in complete joy and happiness every day, because what's the purpose of me living this life and just me being miserable and mediocre? What's the purpose of me showing up in the world like that with a chip on my shoulder or showing up bitter? What is the purpose of me showing up like that? Who do I serve showing up like that? Right? Nobody wants to be around somebody who is like that. And I'm not saying, something is wrong and you should never have those feelings, because you absolutely should. You should absolutely feel the things that hurt you and bother you and take you on a lower vibration. You should absolutely feel those things, but you should feel them to know that there are better vibrations to be feeling, that you do not want to be low forever, that you do not want to be operating on low vibrational energy, that you do want to be vibrating higher. So you want to be very careful about what you are allowing in your space, what you're listening to, what you're watching, all of those things. It was very clear to me this morning. I did my whole miracle morning. I woke up at 5 a.m. I wrote in my journal, my gratitude journal. I did my affirmations. I meditated. I worked out, and took my shower and everything. I even did my cold showers because that's my discipline, right? To take the cold showers, because cold showers are supposed to refresh you. It's supposed to be even better than a cup of coffee, right? And so cold showers, and it's great for your immune system. And we were talking about that before, but I even did that, 10 seconds in the cold water. And then I got myself together. And instead of just letting my mind wander, because most times I'll do my makeup in silence. But if I'm doing my makeup in silence, then my mind is wandering all over the place, right? I'm not really, sometimes I'm like focused on what I'm going to say for the day, but most time my mind is just having thoughts of things, like just things that bothered me, things that went wrong, things that, you know what I'm saying? Like my mind is on negative things because we automatically think negative things. I think the percentage was 80%. We think 80% negative every day. You know what I'm saying? I think it's 70. It might be something like that, but our first thoughts are always a negative thought, right? And so, well, you know what I'm saying, mostly. So we'll have a lot of negative thoughts. And so my mind will start replaying certain situations, certain things. And I'm like, I need to control that, right? Because my mind, I control my mind, right? And so in order for things to change about the things that's going in my mind, I have to change them. I have to consciously make that decision to make those changes. And if I'm not making those changes, then I'm allowing these things to keep replaying in my mind. And not only one time, like some thoughts be on my mind on a loop. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta learn to let that go. So we need to be in control of the day, and we need to be in control of our thoughts. So I started to most times, sometimes I will listen to positive or motivational speeches and stuff like that, but most times it's in silence. And so I'm going to make a conscious decision that I'm going to be listening to my affirmations as I do my makeup, as I'm getting ready for Coffee with Nikki, as I'm getting ready for my day, because the positive affirmations and me looking at myself in the mirror while I'm repeating them, it's affirming something in me. It gives me a different kind of energy. Like today I have a different kind of energy today because I feel like I'm refreshed. I feel like I'm revived. I feel like I have positive vibes. That's the energy that I'm on today. And so I want to encourage you guys to do the same. I want you guys to stop allowing just thoughts to play on a loop in your mind, and you start thinking, well, I can't think about nothing else. I can't think. You can think about something else. You just have to train your mind to start thinking about something else. Because when you start having those negative thoughts, or when that negative self-talk start creeping in, you're going to have to flip it, and you're going to have to do something that's going to take your mind off of that, because your mind will definitely get off of that subject. It may come back, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It may go back to that. You just do whatever you have to do to get it off of that. Is that listening to music? If that's dancing, if that's singing, if that's, listening to affirmation, if that's listening to a book, if that's listening to a podcast, whatever that is for you, start doing that. Start getting yourself in the habit of doing those things, because you want to start training your mind for positivity. You want to start training your mind for great things to happen. You can't have a miracle morning if you're expecting disasters. You can't have a miracle morning if you're expecting somebody to do you wrong. You can't have a miracle morning if you're expecting, not to do the work that you need to do in order for it to happen. Everything that we do has to be done with some work. Everything is going to require some work. Anything that's worth it is going to take you doing some of the work, right? You have to do the self work. If you do not do the self work, it is not going to happen for you, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? You could want all of the positive things in your life if you want, but if you have a bunch of negative thoughts in your mind, what do you think is winning? The negative thoughts is in your mind that's winning. Even though you're saying with your mouth that you want positive things to happen, but in your mind you don't expect positive things to happen, and so you canceling yourself out. And so we might as well go ahead and have great thoughts in our minds, and feel better for the day, as opposed to just, living in mediocrity. And that goes back to what was being said in the book. So I want to reflect on some things in the book. So you guys, let me check and see what you guys are saying. But if anything stuck out to you in chapter 1, please post in the comments below if anything stuck out to you in chapter 1. And tell me what you thought about his story, how he even started the miracle morning, because it started because of an accident that he had, right? And he said he was living on cloud nine. Everything was the way he wanted it to be. His life was the way he wanted it. His friends, he had great friends. He just had a speech that he thought was amazing, and everything was he just had a great night with friends, and he just was like on cloud nine, right? And then he was in an accident, and it was a horrible accident, and that was a life-changing thing for him. And that is how he started the miracle morning, right? To get himself up out of that moment of, oh, my mind's not working. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. And if anybody wants to jump on with the live with me, you don't have to, if you just want to talk through some stuff, you don't have to put your camera on. If you don't want to, you could just leave it blank, and you could just say what you wanted to say about the book, if you want to express yourself that way. So let me check and see what you guys are saying. Oh yes, cousin said don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Y'all don't forget to hit the thumbs up, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. All right, let me see. Hope you take a power nap sometime during the day. Speak words that uplift and inspire. Your words have the power to shape your reality and the reality around those, and the reality of those around you. Absolutely. Be mindful what you say, and use your words to speak life into yourself and others. You are capable of making a positive impact with the power of your words. Keep shining. And when you feel, let me tell you something, when you start speaking stuff into yourself and you start feeling, let me tell you, I was meditating today, and usually when I meditate, I be really trying to picture things, right? And sometimes I can't picture. Sometimes I'm just, in darkness, right? And so I'm like, I can't see the picture. The picture is not vivid. The picture is not vivid. And so I'm thinking something is wrong with me, because I'm like, the picture is not vivid. Why can't I see? I can imagine things all day long. Why can't I can't see anything in my meditation. Today was the day when I meditated. I was able to see the things in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I was able to see what I wanted for myself in my mind. And the feeling, that the way that I felt about that, it was so inspiring. And I felt like okay, I could finally see it. It's finally within my reach. It's finally something that I could grab. And so I want you guys to I want you guys to get into the habit of doing that, right? Because if you could see it, then you could have it. And so you want to make sure that you could see yourself having it. The problem with us when we're trying to manifest and we're trying to, have these miracles and things happen in our lives is that we're expecting something that, we don't really believe. Right. And so in order for us to have these things, we need to be able to see it, and we need to see ourselves in it. And so I want to encourage you guys to start whatever you have to do to start getting your mind wrapped around the things that you want. Start doing that, because I tell you, it makes you feel so much better. I felt so like, oh my gosh, I could do this. I could do this. I could do this. I could do this. And I felt that. You know what I'm saying? And that made a difference in my behavior from me just like, okay, well, I didn't get really much from it. I couldn't see anything. I don't know. I really got to feel the difference. And I want to encourage you guys to do the same with your days. I want you to do the same with, if your meditation, or even if your visualization, if you just, laying down and just thinking about things, start thinking about what you have on your vision board. Start thinking about the things that you want for your life, and start imagining you in the picture, right? Don't look at it like you on the outside of that thing. Look at it as you experiencing that thing. Experience the life that you want. Live the life that you want. You can live that life in your head so that you can live it out in real life, right? So I want to encourage you guys to do that. Let me see. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning. Right after this live. Okay, you're gonna take your nap. I know that's right. Miraculous story, and it works. Miraculous story, and it works. Be easy for one. It's easy for one to give up considering the circumstances. Yes, 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 yes. Sometimes we have to get knocked off our butt so we can sit down and really see where we need change. Absolutely. The part that stood out was when he said that his manager agent ran off with his royalties, and instead of getting upset, he chose to focus on what he can control. That was deep, and that is power, right? That is power. It was so easy for him to say, well, look what this person did to me. Poor me. Woe is me. Oh my gosh. I can't believe somebody did that. I'm betrayed. I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so easy for him to have done that. But the power in that moment was, you got that and you ran off and we never seen you again. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to build even more. I'm going to build bigger. I'm going to do more and be better than I was before. And so, yeah, that was amazing. That stood out to me too. I love that part too. When you pause and breathe, things clear up so much. Yes, yes, yes. Focusing on what we can control. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You are getting me pumped up for today. Hey, let's get it. Let's go. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes. So, like, do you need to feel like, you know, I gotta lose everything in order for you to build it back up? And I want to say one thing, right? Because a lot of people like, oh, when you hit rock bottom, it's so bad. And this is going into part 2 when he started talking about his rock bottom, because he hit rock bottom twice. And so, but there's beauty in hitting rock bottom. There's beauty in building everything back up, right? Because when you hit rock bottom, there's nothing left to lose, right? There's nothing left to lose. So the only way to go is up. You only can build yourself back up. You only can, if you want to get out of that space, you are going to have to do things that, you didn't even know that you had the strength to do. Right. And you're going to discover that inner strength that you didn't even know that you had when you're at rock bottom. You're going to come up with ideas you never even knew that you were capable of. You're going to come up with skills that you never even knew that you had when you're at rock bottom. When it seems like everything is taken away from you and you have nothing else left, it is going to be between you, God, and you know what I'm saying? It's you and God. And that's where you're going to have to be like, what we doing here? What we doing here? I know that I can't lose anymore. I only can move up. I only can go up. And so I want you guys to just know, if you are in a dark moment, and a lot of the times I say that, but sometimes people just listen, they hear you, but they don't listen, right? And so I want you to know, if you are in a period of darkness, if it does seem like things are just going wrong for you and nothing seems to be looking right, looking up or anything like that at this particular time, it is okay. Just start thinking. You just take a moment, take a beat, take a deep breath and see what it is that you need to do, and then start moving in that direction. And start moving in that direction, because once you start moving in that direction, everything else is going to start moving towards you. But you got to make a conscious decision to do better and be better. And so it's got to be something that you keep in your mind, right? And so imagine, I don't want you to imagine, because I don't want that energy, but this car accident was something that was a game changer for him, right? With the car accident, the girlfriend left him, you know what I'm saying? And so we have to start thinking, I don't want to be in that spot. I don't want to be in that position. I don't want something like that to happen to me in order for me to be grateful for my life. I don't want something like that to happen for me to say I want to live the life that I want to live, right? Because right now, a lot of us are coasting right now. We are not. How many of you guys can say you're living the life that you dreamed of? Put some ones in the chat. Are you living the life that you dreamed of, or are you living a life of a mediocrity or settling right now? What are you living right now? Grand Rising, Tina. Grand Rising. Good morning, Sandra. Welcome back, girl. Welcome back. This has been so good. Starting at the sponsor. See y'all later. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Have an amazing day at work. How many of you guys are living the life that you dream of, or are you living a life of mediocrity? Are you living a life of I'm just surviving? What kind of life are you living right now? Let me know in the chat. I call it the dry season. It's something about the dark moment for me. We all go through the seasons. We do. Everything in life is a season. Everything in life is going to be a season. Every single thing. Every single thing. I'm working towards leaving mediocrity. Yes. 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 Okay, so are you maximizing your potential? This is what he said in the book. Are you maximizing your potential, or are you settling for less? What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm working towards leaving mediocrity. That's right. Leave it behind in my sowing season. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. And so why are we not? What is in you that is not allowing you to live the life of your dreams? Why shouldn't you live the life of your dreams? I know for myself, it's comfortable, it's cushy, but am I living the life of my dreams? No, I'm not. Why? Because I just, sometimes you get complacent. Sometimes you're not pushing yourself, right? And I want to be the motivation. I don't even want to be the motivation behind you doing it, but I want you to be your own. I want you to find your motivation so that you can put the battery in your back and start moving to live the life of your dreams and get clear on what that looks like to you, right? Because the clarity is going to be the thing, right? The focus is going to be the thing. And why aren't we living the life of our dreams, right? I have one person who truly inspires me is my friend Manifestation. I was about to call her. That's what we call her, but her name is Malaysia. Malaysia manifests every single thing she wants in her life. She is very she's very tuned in, tapped in, turned on to her vibrations. She is very in tune with that, right? She doesn't let if anything negative is coming in her way, especially when she's trying to manifest, she does not allow it in her spirit. She speaks as if she's scripting sometimes, so that you could just keep up with, sometimes I got to keep up with her, but she speaks as if like, okay, this thing is already happening. Like maybe she's somewhere, like therapy or something. And she's like, I'm in Dubai. I am relaxing at a resort on Dubai, da, 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 da. And so she goes into that. And so that's where her mind goes. And so her energy and her vibrations are always high. And when her vibrations is high, you know what they say, when your vibrations is high, your manifestations are stronger, right? And so we need to start vibrating on a high level. We need to start, we need to vibrate on a high level, right? If you're not where you want to be right now, that is okay, but you don't need to focus on all the things that are going wrong. Let's focus on what is going right? Because we don't want something drastic or tragic to happen in order for us to see that we want to live, period, right? Because when you at the brink of death, that's when you decide you want to live, right? That's when you want to live your life to the fullest capacity. Any other time when life is just you taking advantage of life, you taking advantage of your breathing, your heart beating, your body's moving, all this stuff, you taking advantage, all of that, you taking advantage of your mind operating, you take advantage of these things, and you don't live life to your full capacity because you take life for granted. But when your life is threatened and you feel like it's at any moment can be taken away, or something happens to you and you lose function, then it's like, oh man, if I did, I would have, I could have. Why do we need to live in that moment in order for us to realize that we should be living that every single day? Because every single day is a blessing. Every single day is a miracle. Every single day that we're moving and functioning and doing all of these things is a miracle within itself. And so why will we wait until something like that happens in order for us to realize that we should be living the life of our dreams? Does anybody feel what I'm saying this morning? Do you feel me this morning? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Do you feel what I'm saying this morning? Come on. Let me see. I'm not pushing my mind. It's all over the place. I'm trying to ground my thoughts so I can hear God's word. I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. And that's right, Kay. Be still. Make sure that you are write these things down. Write these things down. Start thinking about what you want, right? And start putting it pen to paper. Start thinking about the where you want to be. Start writing it pen to paper. Stop don't just sit there and just be like, okay, I'm just listening for God. Because a lot of times we say we listening to God, and God, we waiting on God, and God is waiting on us to move, right? And so we need to start moving, because if we're not moving, then God is not going to be able to work through us, right? So we have to start moving somewhere. God is waiting for you to do something, right? Put it on some paper. Put it on some paper. Get it out your head and start thinking about those things. Because with you writing things down and journaling, you may come up with something. Maybe a message is going to be downloaded to you while you're writing, right? You may find a message in something that you're writing. You may find a way out by doing something in your writing, right? So write it. Your writing in your journal may even be a book that's going to bless you later on in your future. So we got to start thinking outside of the box and start thinking, we want these things to happen. And so we need to start working in a manner that is going to serve us. Right? So while we're waiting for God, write these things down. While we're waiting for God, still dream. While we're waiting for God, still work on your business. While we're waiting for God, still show up. While we're waiting for God, still pray, still work on yourself. While we're waiting, you know what I'm saying? While we're waiting, still do the things that you need to do, right? And clearing your mind, going out, walking, working out, doing things like that. Just clearing out your space. Maybe you need to clear your space out. Maybe it's cluttered, and maybe that's what's going on in your prayer life and in your real life. It may be cluttered. And I'm not saying this is you. I'm just saying because I know it was me. You know what I'm saying? You may need to clear some space. And I know when it gets too cluttered, I really cannot think, because, I could say I operate in chaos, but am I really operating in chaos, or am I operating in survival? Right? And so we got to start taking a hard look at ourselves to see what exactly it is that we are going to do with this, right? What are we doing with this? Write it down. Yes, write the vision. Write the vision and make it plain. But write the vision, and he who sees it will run. He who sees it will run. Thank you. He who sees it will run. Yes, yes, yes. I will get a notebook today, and just get anything. Start writing it down. Again, this may serve you later on in your future. This may be something that's going to be your book. This may be something that's going to help somebody get out of that space. This may, especially if your business is something that is inspiring to women, or inspiring to people, or motivational, or, transformative, especially if your business is that, right? Because you could look back and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Because once you start working on yourself and you start moving forward, you start looking back at those times and you start seeing how you felt and things like that, and then you know what you feel now. That's an amazing feeling. Imagine you could do that for somebody else, right? Imagine that book is going to help somebody else. Just your journal entries, right? Just your journal entries. So I want you guys to start thinking, don't let something tragic or, sometimes we got to hit rock bottom. So I'm not going to say don't hit rock bottom, because sometimes you're going to, right? But you got to start working your way up. Start working your way up, right? And so you got to start allowing yourself to get yourself in the routines of doing things that are going to help change your life. Because once you start changing your mindset, everything else is going to work around that. Do you guys agree that once you start changing your mindset, things are going to start shifting in your life? Put ones in the chat. Put ones in the chat. Yes, I love walking my dog to clear my mind when things get too chaotic. Yes. Yes. I understand that it's been a mindful of chaos over here for the past few months. And let's clear the clutter. Let's clear the clutter. Let's clear it. Let's clear it. Let's clear it. Yes, yes, and yes. Trying to stay focused on one thing. Once you change your mindset, you change your life. You absolutely do. You absolutely do. So you have to just, even if you don't see the thing happening, even if you don't see it coming too quickly, right? Just your mindset, you already know it's on its way. I know it's on its way. I'm confident it's on its way. I am sure that it's on its way. Today I said I wanted 5 sales. I only got 2. I'm confident my other 3 is coming. If my other 3 come today or they come tomorrow, I'm confident that they are going to come. I'm confident in knowing that this is going to happen. But as soon as you start changing that, you're going to start shifting the energy, right? If I focus on, how I say, I want 5 sales today and I only got 2, am I going to focus? Oh, I didn't get the 3 sales. Oh my gosh. I knew I wasn't going to get the 3 sales. I knew it. I just had the feeling I wasn't going to get the 3 sales. Or we could be grateful and thankful for the 2 sales that we did get, and still bless those 2 sales and say, I'm so grateful and thankful for these 2 sales. And I know tomorrow is going to be even better. I know later on is going to even be better. Or maybe you know what? I'm grateful and thankful for these 2 sales because I know now that I need to start marketing myself a little better. I need to get more clear in my messaging. Thank you for showing me this. Thank you that I'm able to see this because I didn't see this before, but I'm grateful in knowing that I'm going to be able to shift that and I can get my 5 customers. Maybe today wasn't the 5, maybe tomorrow will be the 5, but I know what I did. So that's a lesson, and I'm grateful for the lesson that I learned from not having the 5, but I'm so grateful and blessed to have this too, right? Are we thinking like that? Or are we thinking the latter? Are we thinking like, oh, I didn't hit that goal. Oh, I knew I wasn't going to hit that goal. Oh, I don't have the customers. The customers are not coming to me, and the algorithm and the this and the that. Which way are you thinking? Are you thinking of the blessings way? Or are you thinking about things are always happening to you? Which way are you thinking? Which way are you playing it in your head? Because that is going to matter. That is going to be the decision maker on how your day is going to go. That is going to be the decision maker. How Elra said in the book, right? Are you going to have a focused morning where you're going to have the rest of the day is going to fall into place and everything is going to be focused and fall in line? Or are you going to have a mediocre day and a distracted day? Like, which day do you choose to have? Because if you don't have any direction and with your morning rituals, your whole day is going to go in that same manner. You are not going to have any direction and any guidance in which way that you want to go. Right? So what are we doing here? Which way do you want to operate in? Do you want to operate in your focus lane where everything else is going to fall into place? Or you want to operate in chaos? How do you want to operate? Let me know in the chat. How do you want to operate? I'm a work in progress. Yes, we all are. We all are. And we are going to be a work in progress forever. Forever. Which way do you want to operate? Or which way do you operate? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. And so I know Jasmine, and she's not here right now, but she did say, I I don't wake up in the morning. I'm a night owl. So if you're a night owl, I do suggest if you can't get up at 5 o'clock in the morning or a little bit earlier, because some people may work at 6 o'clock in the morning and you already wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get yourself together for work. Maybe you could get yourself up a little bit earlier, maybe 4:30, and start just getting your day, your mind right? Just to get your mind right, just to allow yourself to breathe, allow yourself to manifest, and allow yourself to affirm, right? Even if you just do that, right? And a lot of times, if I feel like I don't have enough time in a day, I will be saying my affirmations while I am stretching, or while, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'll get those two things out the way at one time. Or I can listen to my Bible app while I am riding the bike. Or I can, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do two at the same time. It's I think you should focus on different things. You know what I'm saying? I think you should be able to focus so that your mind could fully engage in what you're doing. So if meditating, you fully engage, and if you're affirming, you're fully engaged, and you know what I'm saying, instead of trying to multitask. But if you are not giving yourself enough time, and you can work on giving yourself a little bit more every single day, giving yourself a little bit more time every single day, then I would say go ahead and blend the two. But I want you guys to get into the habit of starting a focused morning, right? Starting a focused morning. Yesterday, I realized how much time I waste on the phone. I said I was not even going to get on my phone. I wasn't going to, touch it at all. I had to get my stuff done. I was up early, getting my work, started doing my work, and then I got on the phone, and then I said, oh, I'm just going to do this. Oh, I'm just going to do that. An hour went by. Oh, I just got to do this. I'm just going to do this and just get it out the way. 2 hours went by. Oh, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that just to get it out the way. 3 hours went by. So I'm like, I realized how much wasted time, and the job never got done. It got done in the evening, but it didn't get done in the morning while I was up, while I was fresh minded. And I ended up doing things that I could have done on my phone at nighttime when I was relaxed, when, you know what I'm saying? And so I want you guys to start thinking of how you can have that focused morning, because the miracle morning is going to help you get yourself together. Good morning, Yazzie Faye. Good morning, you and Cinnabon. Good morning. So I want you guys to think about that. Get focused with your morning. Be very attentive to what you plan on doing, and make sure that you get it done. Yes, 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 and yes, everybody. Yes, yes, and yes. And I wrote down, dedicate your time and focus, right? Because if you are unfocused, you are going to be for real all over the place, right? And how can you become the person you want to be if your focus is everywhere? If your focus is scattered, you're not going to be able to get the things done. Yes. And so let's get laser focused, and let's get the thing done. Let's get the thing done. Yes, let's get the thing done. In chapter 2, he's going to talk about, the way we come about doing what we want to do with our lives, if we're going to do it from inspiration to desperation. And so we're going to talk about that tomorrow. And I know we touched on it before, because when I was reading it, I was like, that really stood out to me. But do you guys think that we should read 2 and 3, or do you think we should read just 2 tomorrow? But for tomorrow, what are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? And also, I want to know, are you enjoying the book so far? I think this book is such a good read. It's such a good read. And I want to thank you, Patricia K, the Vibers Company, for suggesting that book, because it was amazing. It was amazing. Yes, the phone is a major distraction. I give mine to Max. Yes, and Max start calling everybody. Max is on a roll. But yes, let me know how you feeling. Let me know. Because I know that the phone is a time suck. It is a time suck. I said I'm gonna go live, because I'm gonna go live on my Bubble Babes channel. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna wash my brushes, and then I'm gonna shoot content. But I am not going to allow myself to get on the phone and just get distracted. The book is called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. You can listen to it on Audible, or you can get the physical book. We are on chapter 1. Tomorrow we're going to read chapter 2. You guys let me know if we should read 2 and 3, or you want to just go for 2 for tomorrow. Let me know. We going 2 or 2 and 3? What we doing? What we doing? And also, I want you guys to keep in mind. Oh wait, I said I was talking about it, and I started talking about other things. How did you guys feel about the orders that we did on Friday? How did you guys feel about the orders we did on Friday? He definitely will call Miss J, and she answers. Oh, my mom. Oh my gosh. I got people to call. I need to check up on them and see what they doing. So let me know. How do you feel? How did you guys feel about Friday's audit? Yes, nephew will call me. That is so cute. That is so cute. I think we're gonna for the ATL Jazz got something coming up in ATL, so I think I'm gonna go. Love the audit. Awesome, awesome. It was great. Sorry, what's the book? The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. It's available on Audible. If anybody, I think if you set up a new account, if I send you the book, you'll be able to listen to it for free. I think that's how that works. But I'm not sure. I love the orders. I made some changes to my page over the weekend. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm fine doing two and three because I finished it. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. So 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Let's get 2 and 3 ready for tomorrow. We will talk about 2 and 3 tomorrow. And we're definitely going to be talking about inspiration and desperation, how you come about doing things. But also I wanted to know, we're talking about the audits, if you got any value from doing the audits on Friday. If you got any value from doing that. And again, we are going to meet on Sunday. If you are a member of the Honor Society, you will be able to have the free class. It's going to be a content class. We're going to batch content. We're going to also get clear on who we're talking to, our target market. So we're going to get clear on that and get clear on the goals. Like, what are your sales goals? What are your goals for the week? What is your goals for the month? And we're also going to go into, I'm also going to get the date for the GIST group together. So make sure if you want to be a part of the GIST group, you do have to be part of the Honor Society. I did honorary. I did a free GIST group to just get the idea of what we're going to do and how to get it structured. But in order for you to be a part of the GIST group, you're going to have to be a part of the university. And we'll be meeting with the goals, and we'll also be doing a content class. So that'll be this Sunday. So let me know. You can listen on YouTube. It's 4.5 hours long, and it doesn't even go that it doesn't take a long time. It goes. It's a good listen. It's a good listen. Which means good to know things. Yeah, it's a really good listen. I'm listening. Let me see who's reading the book on Audible, because it's pretty decent. I was trying to listen to it on YouTube, but it was a robot. So if somebody got a real person reading it, please put the link in the chat so that other people could listen to it. Oh, it's narrated by Rob Actis. Okay, so he's not reading it, but the person who's reading it did a good job. The person who's reading it did a great job. So how does everybody feel about this live? Do you feel refreshed? Do you feel alive? Do you feel like you're going to start getting more focused? Do you feel like you're going to start writing things down? Do you feel like you're going to start journaling on things? What are we going to do? What's our action steps? What's our action steps? Because all of this is great. All of this consuming is great, but what's the action steps? What are the action steps we're taking? I made a mindful decision. Was it Friday or this weekend, that I'm not doing anything the same. Everything that I do is going to be 100% the opposite of what I did. Unless it was really working, I'm going to continue it and I'm going to push harder. But if it was not serving me and it wasn't working for me, I'm letting it go, and I'm doing things a whole different way. I'm not going to be operating at the same capacity. I'm going to operate at a higher capacity. And so that is something that I decided that I'm going to do. That's my actionable step. And so what are you guys going to be doing? I want to know. Let me see. Loved it. Good to know. So it's on YouTube. All right. Already started writing down my work for each day to stay organized. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. I tried to find Heal Thyself on Audible, but it's not available on Audible. Probably because there's a bunch of recipes in there and everything like that. So it's a good book for you to physically have. because you're going to want to underline some things. You're going to want to, like, recipes you may want to try. There's a lot of stuff in there. So you may want to just get the book, right? I need a book on nutrition. You may want to just get the book. We are actually doing, Dr. CB has a book, I forgot, it's the Miracle 7-Day Detox. 7-Day Detox. We are doing that. The 7-Day Detox. Same here. I'm releasing everything that no longer serves me. I'm springing forward, right, to new beginnings. And you cannot have new beginnings holding on to the old things. That's not serving you, right? If your new beginning, and I'm not saying anybody in here is an alcoholic, but if you're an alcoholic and you are starting new, then would you start new with alcohol in your house? Because it's not going to serve you, even though you're saying, oh, okay, I just want to see if I'm strong enough. But what if you have one of those weak moments and you got to go back to it? You know what I'm saying? Or you go back to it because you're having a weak moment. So you want to make sure you clear all of that out. So there is no chance for you to come back and do those things. That's why I say I'm operating in a different capacity. I am not operating the way I used to operate. Whatever I was doing before, I am letting go, and I'm starting new things. I'm starting new habits. I'm starting new habits. I'm creating new things that is going to serve me and not hinder me. So I want to say that to all of you guys to do the same. Do the same. Do the same. I'm listening, but I'll buy the book because I'm a nerd like that. I like turning pages. My son too. He loves turning pages. Oh, today's my son's birthday. I got a 26-year-old, y'all. 26. 26. I have a 26 years old boy. He's not even a boy. I have a 26-year-old man son. Oh, I'm like, oh my gosh, you are 26. I remember when after 14, when he was about to turn 15, I remember that day so vividly. And then everything was, it's just a blur. Everything was just a blur. Everything went so fast. But wow, he's almost 30. Well, he's not almost 30, just turned 26. But I'm just saying, you ain't halfway no more. You're closer to 30 now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're not halfway at the halfway mark no more. You passed that halfway mark. Yes, they do. They do. 26 and 21. I was like, I have 2 grown men sons. 2 grown men. What? Hey, April. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You don't look like you have a 26-year-old. Thank you. I'll take it. I will take it every single day. I will. Every single day. Yes, 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 yes. And that is Shamar. I have Shamar and Infinite. And I name my kids so I know if anybody was ever talking about my kids, I will always know who, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many Infinites do you know in this world? I did meet one Infinite, and it was one of his coach's nephews. And I was like, wow, what's the odds that, you would have a nephew, his name is Infinite, and you coaching my son? What would be the odds? But yeah. I was like, anytime somebody say Infinite, I know you talk about my son. Anybody say Shamar up here, I know they're talking about my son. So that's how that happened. I was like, oh, Shamar Moore is fine. I'm gonna name my son Shamar. This right here was amazing. Love this community and energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I am so glad that you are here, and I'm so thankful for you, because without me meeting you, I would have never listened about the Miracle Morning. And so I'm so grateful and thankful for you as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everybody who is in here today. I appreciate you guys every single morning for joining me. I know that you have options and you could do so many other things. Everybody has other things going on. You work in the morning, you have kids, you have a lot of stuff going on, you got your own businesses, and you could be doing other things with your time. But I do truly appreciate you guys spending your time here with me in the morning, and just to get your mind together, hopefully, and just to get you ready for the next step. So do we have some actionable steps? Did you guys tell me what your actionable steps are? What are we doing here, sis? What's our actionable steps? What are we doing today? Moving from today, what are we doing different? What are we doing in this moment that we did, is going to be brand new? What are we doing? Actionable steps. Don't just take the words and listen. Don't just be a consumer. Execute. Execute, execute, execute. I forgot, I think it was Dr. Kofi. I forgot who said, don't be a consumer, be an executor, or something like that. But I loved it. I was like, yes, an actioneer. That's what she said, be an actioneer. Yes, let's take action. What are we doing? I want to know that before we wrap up today. I want to know exactly what are we doing? What are we doing? And if you have not yet subscribed and you've been sitting here with me, well, it's time for you. It's time for you to subscribe. Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's go. Subscribe wherever the subscribe button is. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notifications bell so that you can be notified when we are going live. On Wednesday, we are going to be going live with the fibroid pandemic. We are going to be doing a part 2 because I did the part 1 on my Bubble Babes page, but I said, you know what? We need to do this on my Bubble Babes University page because, you know, we all were very engaged in having a conversation about women's health and things like that. And so this is going to be a good moment for everybody. So if you know anybody who has, or you know, your loved one who's have fibroids or have fibroids, and they want to sit in for this conversation, I would advise or suggest that you invite them over to join us on Wednesday. Yes, everybody, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm staying on schedule, no distractions, no phones until after 3, okay? So I could get this place together, especially because it's spring break and you got the time. You got the time. Yes, I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm going to plan the rest of my week and put it on Asana, and I'm going to set up systems to make sure I follow through. Absolutely, 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 absolutely. Anybody else? Let me know. Let me know what you're doing different. Put it in the chat. 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 And cousin, if you ask me where my green is, last week I forgot to put my green on Friday, but I got it on today. I'm going to push myself to be more productive. Try not to be like a zombie scrolling aimlessly on my phone. I know. Okay, would it be in the morning? No, the fibroid live is going to be at 8 p.m. on Wednesday evening. 8 p.m. Wednesday evening. Grand Rising, Kavi. Grand Rising. It's been a while. It sure has. I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today we were talking about chapter 1 from The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Is the book that we are reading. If you would like to get it, it's available on Audible or cousin said it's available on YouTube. So if you like to read it and keep up with us, check it out and let us know. We're on chapter 1. Tomorrow we'll be discussing chapter 2 and 3. I've been working on my rebranding every day for the past 3 days, working on my website at work. Okay, let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. What are we doing? What are we doing differently? Y'all, if you don't tell me, at least you tell yourself, right? At least tell yourself. You don't have to tell me, but be true to you, right? And so with that being said, everybody, I hope you have an amazing day. I am about to wrap this up. We are Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. If you like what you have heard this morning, please share it out with your friends. If you got something from it, if it resonated with you, please share it out with any of your friends and your family members, product makers, anybody. Tell them come join us over here because we popping. And yes, that is it, you guys. Make sure you turn on your notifications bell so you could be notified when we go live. And we are live every morning, 9 a.m. Well, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Organizing and decluttering. Yes, everybody, if you don't do anything else with your day, if you don't do anything else with this week, right? You don't have to, you know, have to make no major changes, right? I suggest that you organize your space and purge what you do not need. Purge it and let it go. Purge it and let it go. Purge it and let it go. Okay. So thank you everybody for joining me. I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And we will be discussing chapter 2 and 3. And I appreciate you all for joining me this morning. I know you could have been anywhere, but you were here with me. And I appreciate you for that. And your time is valuable. And I know that you cannot get this back. So I pray that the investment that you put into today for this hour with me, for Coffee with Nikki, was valuable to you. So thank you, everybody, for joining. I will see you guys in the morning. See you later. Bye.